I don't know who needs to hear it. Actually, I do. Self-taught designers step to the front of the line. There is one skill in design school that separates the good from the great, and that is craft. There really isn't a gray area. Either you have craft or you don't. Just like you can't be kind of sort of pregnant. So when formally taught designers focus on craft and self-taught designers don't, the competition isn't even close. And it's not because they're smarter or they're better. I just don't think that craft is on your radar as a concept to learn. This video is not a gentle reminder. It is my battle cry for designers to stop selling for mediocrity and bring their work from just good enough to undeniable. I'm Tirso, and here is my guide to practicing craft in graphic design. If you haven't already, subscribe to my newsletter Dropcap. My latest issue is on craft. If you'd like to learn more, there's a link in the description below. In design school, you definitely get praise for having great ideas, but you also get completely shredded to pieces if the execution is even a tiny bit sloppy. The reason being, in graphic design, there is always a client, and those clients have no problem telling you exactly what you did wrong. I always tell you to elevate your standards, but what does that actually mean? I define craft as repeatable excellence, which means it's not a fluke. That may sound intense, so let's put it into context. Dancers need to master the feel of the dance style, and it needs to be maintained throughout the entire piece. Singers need to sing in tune. Chefs learn how to chop ingredients correctly or cook steaks to the proper temperature for every order. Barbers and hairstylists, they can give you a few good haircuts, but the second you get a bad one, you are out the door. So not only in graphic design, but just in about every discipline, foundational mastery isn't optional, it's the job. And if you're thinking, but Tirso, perfectionism bad, that messaging is wrong because it gives you an excuse to take shortcuts. So here's my reframe. Craft isn't about perfection, it's about precision and care. You can't choose perfection, but you can choose to be precise, and you can choose to care. Because now we're talking about workflow and we're talking about design standards. I've been staying at the Four Seasons a lot lately, and they are a perfect example of what craft looks like in the real world. Quality and service isn't just a checkbox, it's their culture. And that level of quality isn't just something that people notice, it's something that they feel. Your design work is no different. The care and precision you put into your work creates standards. When you hold yourself to those standards every time, it creates consistency. Consistency builds trust, and when you have a client's trust, that creates opportunity. That's a general idea behind craft. Like I said, this is my battle cry, so let me be more direct in my messaging. The reality is your work will never be better than your attitude towards it. When you tell people that you're passionate, but behind closed doors you're taking shortcuts, your work will speak louder than your words. So I would challenge that if you don't want to take this discipline seriously, let's also stop wondering why people don't take you seriously as a designer. I found a great assignment for those of you that want to practice craft on your own, but it's not what you might think. Try origami. And I'm going to shut down any claims that you can't do origami because we're folding paper and we're following instructions, so what are you even saying? This is a true test because once you make a fold, you can't really undo it. Something like origami helps you practice the aspects of craft. Every step must be accurate or it affects the final result. Fun fact, when I used to interview designers, I would unfold a map and have them fold it back to its original state. It is fascinating how many people can't do that. And it may seem like a cruel task, but I also didn't really care so much about the result, but more so seeing how they tackled an unfamiliar problem. Some enjoyed physically doing something and you could see their faces light up, hired. Others crumbled faster than a Nature Valley granola bar. Well, anyway, the takeaway is that craft is about precision and care. And listen, I get it. A lot of you are learning design on the side, which means that time is of essence. If you don't have time for an origami session on a Sunday afternoon, use things that are already in your daily life. Perhaps it's folding your laundry a little bit neater. If you like to write a lot, focus on improving your handwriting. If you're into fitness, work on your form because form dictates function. In all of these scenarios, it forces you to focus and slow down, which is likely what you need to do with your design work. That is my diatribe on craft and design. Now you know what it is, why it matters, and how to practice it on your own. The question is, are you going to? Drop any comments below, check out more content on the channel, and follow me for more ways on how to live a precise and care-focused life. See you next time.